I welcome you all, dear students, back to this mathematics class. We're going to continue on Vishal's vlogs, in which we're going to study mathematics for 10th class today, model paper 1. And we're going to solve the first part and 3 sums from the first part. So I advise you to watch very carefully and take down the notes and listen very attentively. So here in the first question we have, find the mean of the factors of 24. Okay, we're finding the mean, which means average. Okay, when we say mean, it means a score that is taken from all the scores. It is a final score that actually expresses all the scores altogether. So we have the mean of the factors of 24. So we know 24, and now let's try to understand the factors of 24. You see, the factors of 24 are mentioned here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12 and 24. Why are these called the factors of 24? It is because when you take these numbers and multiply them, you would get this result called 24. For suppose you multiply 3 and 8, you get the 24. You take 4 and 6, you get 24. You take 12 and 2, you'll get 24. So any two values you take and multiply, you would get this 24. That's why these numbers are called the factors of 24. In other words, 24 in whichever table you find, just take that particular table and those two values and write them in ascending order. They become the factors of 24. We are supposed to find the mean of all these values, which are called observations. Okay, so the formula to find this mean is sum of observations by number of observations. When we say sum, it means the addition, the total of all these observations, and divide by how many of them are there, those many. Like you need to count from here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 observations. That's why for this number of observations we keep this number 8. Okay, so 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 12 plus 24 divided by 8. After having added all these observations, we get this total 8, and continue writing this divide by 8. 60 by 8. So when you divide 60 and 8, you will get the answer 7.5. What is 7.5? 7.5 is called the mean, or else the average taken from all these numbers. So 7.5 is called the mean of the factors of 24. Okay. Okay, now it's time for us to get into the next question and the solution. The next question is right here. Express tan theta in terms of cos theta. Okay, so what is tan theta? It's nothing but the name of trigonometrical ratio. When there is a right angle triangle, you see there are three sides given, three names given to three sides of the right angle triangle. The side opposite to 90 degrees is called hypotenuse, and the other two sides, one is called the opposite, the other one is called adjacent. So if you divide, for example, opposite side with hypotenuse, then it is known as sine theta. For example, if you divide adjacent with hypotenuse, then it is called cos theta. Suppose if you divide sine theta by cos theta, then you get the tan theta, or else opposite by adjacent is tan theta. So basically, sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec, cot, all of these are nothing but the names given for the ratios, which are nothing but the divisions of the sides of the right angle triangle. So here we have two sides given, tan theta and cos theta. To express tan theta in terms of cos theta, what we do is first we will write the formula of tan theta. What is the formula of tan theta? Tan theta formula is sine theta by cos theta. Now in this sine theta by cos theta, we need to see that this sine theta is removed, and we need to make sure that only cos theta is used in the expression of the answer. So for this sake, what we do is we take the formula, okay, the identity, sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. And from this identity, what we do is we take the sine square theta equal to 1 as it is, shift this plus cos square theta to the right side, then it becomes minus cos square theta. Also shift the square to the right hand side. The square, when it goes to the right side, it becomes the square root. So the value of sine theta is 1 minus cos theta. This sine theta we can find over here also. Now instead repeating sine theta as it is again, what we got here in the answer, root over 1 minus cos theta, will be taken. Right after that, by cos theta, okay, by the same cos theta. This is an expression of tan theta in terms of cos theta. Okay. Alright, now it's the time for us to get into the last one, that is the third one. The question is, if the pair of linear equations 6x minus 4y plus 10 equal to 0 and 3x plus ky plus 6 is equal to 0 represents parallel lines graphically, then find the value of k. If you observe very carefully these two equations, you have the k here. In the second equation, the second term, the coefficient of y is k. But k has some specific numerical value which is not mentioned in the question anywhere, and it is our duty to find the value of k. In order to find the value of k, we will make use of the available clue in the question. It says parallel lines. They represent what? Parallel lines. If they represent the parallel lines, then the solution will be like this. Given pair of linear equations, just write down the linear equations as they are in the first step. Right after this, mention the given clue. What is the given clue? The given clue is they represent the parallel lines. So write down that representation of parallel lines. See, sometimes they represent the given equations represent the non-parallel lines, intersecting lines, coincident lines, different cases. That one is what we call it as the clue. Among the three cases, one is the clue given, representing the parallel lines. So if it represents parallel lines, then the formula will be a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 not equal to c1 by c2. Now we need to substitute this a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2 values. You may have a question like, from where do we get these values? Very simple. From among the given equations, take the first value as a1, next is b1, next is c1, a1, b1, c1. Likewise, from equation 2, we have a2, b2 and c2. Just take those values and substitute in the given formula. In place of a1, the given value is 6. In the place of a2, the value given is 3. So a1 by a2 becomes 6 by 3. Likewise, minus 4 by k and 10 by 6. And now the third part we will ignore and we will take only the first two. You may have a question like, why should we ignore the third part and why should we take only the first and second? The simple reason is our target is to find the value of k. And where do we have that k in this particular expression? We don't have k in the third part, but we have it in the second part, which is related to or it is equal to the first part. Since we don't have k in the third part and the second part which has k is not equal to the third part, so therefore we will ignore. And so we will take the first and the second, both the fractions, and then we will move forward. We will not take them as it is, but we will try to simplify and go forward. What we will do is 6 by 3 we will cancel. Okay, here you see 6 by 3 by cancellation with 2. So if you cancel here, what will happen? It is 3 2s 6 and 3 1s 3. So in 3 table it cancels 2 times. So obviously here 6 by 3 converts into 2. Likewise minus 4 by k. So 2 is equal to minus 4 by k. This k, when taken to the left side, it multiplies with the leftover 2. So k into 2 is 2k equal to minus 4. Now in the next step what happens is, we will shift this 2 to the right side. When it shifts, because it's multiplying with k, it has to divide with minus 4. When we cancel this minus 4 and 2, we get this minus 2. So this leftover minus 2 is the value of the k. So therefore, the value of k is nothing but minus 2. I hope you have understood all the three solutions. Keep continuously watching and thank you.